Guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to answer a really common question that I get asked, which is, Charlotte, what's the difference between your standard 5-day fast track course and my 6 weeks to CeMAP program? Because from the outside, they both do the same thing. You give a certain period of time to get through your CeMAP qualifications, but actually from the inside, they do work really different. And I wanted to start by talking about the fast track course. These are what I used to run. This is also what a lot of providers do still run. And the basic premise is you will either do it live in a classroom environment, as in person, or you will do it over Zoom. And you will sit Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, in that lesson, taking in as much information as you can with the hopes of passing your exam on the Saturday or on the Sunday. Yes, they can work for some people, and they did work for a lot of my students. But the biggest barrier that I found, or the biggest reason that people maybe didn't pass the first time round, was because it's an intense boot camp. And most people, you're not just doing a 9 to 5. You don't just clock off at 5 o'clock and go to bed. Most people have jobs that they've either taken time off work for, or they might still be doing if they're self-employed. You might have kids and you might be navigating childcare. And I have seen the amount of students that are trying to do these courses with kids like sat on their head because they're not in school. And that's kind of all fallen by the wayside. It might be that you've got hobbies or friends that you need to catch up with, or maybe you're a bit under the weather. All of that can throw a real spanner in the works with a 5-day fast track course. And I've seen it happen loads of times. And that's why I decided to stop doing those and to offer something that I think is a lot more suitable for the majority of people. So let me be really clear. I'm not saying don't do a fast track course, because actually they can be great. But you need to be able to say, okay, I can sit at my desk for 8 hours over 5 days and do the homework and also not get burnt out. And if that's you, perfect. Book on a 5-day fast track course. But this thing that people don't talk about is the fact that it is intense and that they have other stuff going on. And it's really hard to keep up with that, especially if you're neurodivergent, if like me, you're dyslexic. Taking on that much information in 5 days is a lot of stress. So I thought I would build something different. And that's why I offer the 6-week course instead. So it works different in a sense of, first of all, you're not stuck with me for 5 days, 9 to 5. Actually, you don't have to take any time off work at all. What happens is we will get together over Zoom for 1 or 2 hours a week, and I will keep you on track. So we will get together on Zoom in a really small group environment and never take on any more than 10 students. And on week 1, we will come in and I will go, hey guys, these are your e-learning logins. At some point in the next 7 days, I just need you to go away and watch these 4 videos. Come back to me in a week. Once you've done that, we'll talk about it. We'll see how we felt about those topics. We'll make sure that your knowledge is where it needs to be. And then I'll give you the homework for the week after. And actually, for the majority of people, it is much more manageable, and it's the best way to avoid burning out, because unfortunately on those 5-day courses, very often there is somebody who doesn't either finish the course or doesn't sit their exam because they've had too much going on, and this has just tipped them over the edge. I haven't had that with the 6-week courses, because everybody can find 1 hour on 1 day a week, and even if they can't, they still get the recordings and they get the one-to-one support with me. But they can also find time to watch 4 videos around kids, around a job. They also don't have to feel guilty about taking time off work to do a works thing, because CeMAP is a works qualification, right? So that's why the 6-week courses tend to work a little bit better for the students that I work with. Obviously, if it's being funded by work and work have given you the time off and they've said, hey, you just need to pass this in a week, book on a 5-day fast track. Absolutely, that's the right choice. But if you want to be able to juggle passing your CeMAP exams and not letting your head fall off, not taking time out of work, not trying to struggle for childcare, a 6-week course may be a much better option. And I've seen it in my results, because of the last 2 6-week courses that I've ran, it has had a 100% pass first time rate. So out of the 20 students that sat my last 2 courses, 20 of them passed on the first go for CeMAP 1. And that's massive. That shows that actually burnout is a really, really big problem. Now, if you're studying for CeMAP and you're not using anything right now, you can still get burnt out. If you're still trying to do all that stuff and study with the textbook, it is still likely to happen. The way that you can spot burnout is if you see that you're doing exam questions and you're not remembering the right answer on your second go, or you're going back through some flashcards and you've completely forgotten the flashcard that you written down yesterday. It's like you weren't even there when you wrote it down. Those kind of things start to happen. That is a good sign of burnout from a CeMAP perspective. And what I would suggest that you do is actually put everything down for 48 hours. That can be really difficult if you study into a deadline, and I get that, but actually you will gain more from taking a break than you would from trying to push through and just continuing to forget everything. So if you do want to get through your CeMAP exams quick, 2 big options. I'm going to link below all of the information that you need when it comes to my 6-week Fast Track courses. I've got them available for CeMAP 1 right now. My first available slot for CeMAP 2 and 3 courses starts in February 2026. But if you're serious about getting CeMAP qualified, it is the best way to do it whilst juggling everyday life. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will catch you for the next one.